Hello and welcome to the first Let's Play Eco Alpha from Planet Eco. I'm Lyndon or Woodgreener. This is the homebrew server for the Eco Nation run by Azeroth. Beefight there is one of the people who has access to the remote access to the server. And this is the town that they've built, and I've just logged on. This is sort of day 2 of the server. It says day 3 up in the top right corner here, but it's actually day 2 because there was a restart after day 1. And Beefight has asked if I can do some things, so I'm just going to go and get my smelter book that I built yesterday. For some reason you can build a smelter skill book in the mill, so I'm just going to check on that. Let's have a look. Close that, and then to learn these skill books you right click and they don't destroy the book. Yeah, Beefight built almost everything you see here by himself, and it looks pretty good. There's a nice little bridge out here over the river, and this is actually a roof tile, a roof block, which is being used to look like it's a part of the path, which is really a good idea. That's a dead rabbit. And this is unfortunately the dead plants, dead crops, because they've been built right next to the refinery. Oh, let's see where the storeroom is. Okay, so these things are deeds. You can see them in my backpack. They're deeds to the buildings. What I can do is learn the smelter skill. I know that one. Smelter waste reduction and mining, I know that one. Let's see that's the same again. There's Rodario. He's also from Eco Nation. So in Eco, especially in the Alpha anyway, you can climb pretty quickly. It's holding the jump button on the sheer walls of cliffs, and you just go up the sides. Oh, this is a very polluted river, I think. Yeah, it's not very good. There's a house up here. Curious builder's hut. This building here can't be finished because of a glitch in me starting the server. This is obviously the alpha version of the game, so there are glitches and bugs about. So they won't be in the final game, obviously. This is a road sign I built. This is a road that connects Beefight's settlement, his town, with our other settlement over on the other side. And in the middle here is Infraction's settlement. Oh, I've just noticed I need food. These are bulbs, and they're pretty good food, and these are berries, and they're less good. But all of the food in this game has different nutrition values. So you can see here carbs, protein, fat, vitamins and salt, and my skill multiplier is currently 1.5, which is good. some dead wolves here. Okay, so the refinery has a limit of a certain number of tailings. Tailings are what you can see in this. These are tailings. If I get out a shovel. Now, did those disappear? So the tailings, I think that might be a glitch. Normally the tailings, you have the tailings like these, and they produce pollution around them, and that's why it's in this stone-lined pit, so that it doesn't affect the water supply and pollute the surrounding environment. But because my inventory and my backpack are full up, I think I'm glitching getting rid of the tailings. Check out what B-Fight says about that. Obviously bugs like this won't be in the final game, but can be handy to exploit them a little bit for the alpha testing, because there is a meteor somewhere around here. There it is, there's a meteor, you can't really miss it. And the point of the game, obviously, if you've read anything about Eco, is to get to a technological level where you can destroy the meteor and stop it from destroying the planet. But you have to do it without destroying all the wildlife, which proves very tricky. Oh, you might be able to hear the sound of the game. The music on this game is slightly intermittent. It disappears and appears again, so you never you get some periods of silence, and then suddenly you'll get the music comes up again. But that's obviously a glitch bug that will need to be fixed. Okay, so this road leads eventually. This is Infraction Settlement, and it's grown since last time. Last time I was here there were 3 buildings. Oh, and that part of the map hasn't loaded yet, but there is a mining system in the water. Not in the water, underground, but I can see it through the glitch in the game. Parts of the server don't load, and if I reset my game it would probably fix it. So this is part of the road I built. It's a bridge leading to our little village. There's a village sign. Signs aren't in the game yet, so pretty much most of the sort of decorative things we're improvising. Like this is stone on the floor. It's nothing particularly special. It's just raw stone laid back down on the ground after it's been mined. Aha! Someone's managed to build a store. Good stuff. Oh, there's nothing in it though. Castinio's store. Okay, this is... got some of our... Oh, these are my plants and they've grown up. That's fantastic. This is... I wasn't sure whether they would, because it's... I don't think much water gets up here because we're on quite a high area above the sea. But it seems like it might have done. These are fences I was building yesterday, but didn't quite get around to finishing. So I'm holding obviously a scythe at the minute, and that will cut down these bulbs. But I don't want to do that while I don't have space in my inventory, because it will just destroy them. So this here is my shack. It's a house building, and it has skill books in it, and it's the permissions are set for several different people to read them. It's people in this village and B-Fight and Infraction as well, I think. So so what I will do is move my ore into here so they can take it out, the people who are on my deed. Let's have a look. Which deed? This one. The people who are on this deed, these people can take out items from here, so it really encourages you to be cooperative, because someone could come along and steal all your stuff, but it's trusting people not to do that. Oh, and the server has just gone down. Okay, the server's still down. I will be back shortly. Hello again. So while the server, the main server, the EcoNation server, is down, I thought I'd take a look at the Dewey Hills server. So this is one of the settlements. It might have been restarted, but let's have a look. This is one of the settlements. The main settlement before was at 700, 700. You can see in the coordinates up the top here, 239266. The middle coordinate is the height you're at, so if I jump up it goes up, if I fall down it goes down. One thing that other people have pointed out is that there's no fall damage in the alpha. Eventually fall damage will harm you, and you will have to be healed in order to increase your skill and move around and things. At the moment it does nothing, but it will slow you down and possibly harm your skill multiplier. At the moment that's no issue for me. My speed is a bit down, and my skill multiplier is extremely low because I've already logged onto this server in its early days and not eaten anything, or even, you know, chopped down a tree just so I can visit the server. And you can see my stomach is on 17% full, pretty much empty. This Dewey Hill server is bigger than the EcoNation one. In terms of size, it's 700 by 700, the grid of the planet. I'm not entirely sure how those coordinates fit onto the sphere of the game, but the oh, there's an orca. Oh, that's brilliant. I don't know whether they're just in as effects at the moment, because I haven't seen one before. Oh no, there it is. Oh, that's really cool. There aren't marine ecosystems in the alpha. It's only the ecosystems on the land which are affected, which are affect each other. But it's pretty cool to see orcas swimming in the sea, nevertheless. Yeah, so as I was saying, the Dewey Hill server is bigger in size. The EcoNation one is about 500 by 500 squares. This one's quite a bit bigger. So to move across the water like this, I'm just holding jump whilst moving forward. If I let go of jump, then I fall to the bottom. And you can see the water here is very polluted, and this is polluted grass, polluted crops, dead animals. So we'll keep moving towards where the settlement was, or where I thought it was. 700, 700. So we're at 700 and 500. So, aha, that must be it over there. The first time I visited, I thought, wow, this is a great settlement. They're doing really well. They've got lots of crops planted around. The second time I visited, I mean, you can see it from here. Look at all that polluted grass, dead or dying grass. That is the trouble when you build a settlement and everything in one place. You've got refineries and you've got farms, and you're trying to do it all in one place. And look at this pollution. That's not a nice river. You've got to try and spread things around. And oh my goodness me, this is the tailings of the refinery. That is a bit ridiculous. There's Mr. Wizard's house there. You can check out his YouTube channel in the links, and he's also been live streaming on Twitch from this server. So that's someone else's house there. I think this is a pit for new tailings to go in, but it's the bottom's lined with stone rather than raw stone, and I don't know whether that means things will flow through or won't flow through, pollution and water, but I'd be a bit sceptical about that. Doesn't look too good. But the design on this town is really great. It's really stylish. I like Beefite's town on the Eco Nation homebrew server, but I mean, there's the clock tower is a mill built on top of some other buildings, which is just fantastic. It looks really great, and you've got different roof styles. Some of them don't quite look perfect, but this was the original town hall that they built. That's a store without any walls. This is the town hall that they built, and it's got a little steeple on the side, if I can climb up there. That's pretty cool. It's apparently a builder's hut. That must be underneath me, but it all looks really stylish. This is one of the types of roof that's easier to work out because you just lay it in a flat plane on one level, whereas if you want to get that roof effect you have to lay this layer, and then this is a level higher, and this is the top level, and it can be a bit tricky. I haven't yet managed to do one of those, but some of the builders have done a pretty good job. Oh, okay, and now I'm stuck. If you ever get stuck, try hitting tab. There we go. Hit tab a few times. Tab switches between cursor mode and movement mode, but sometimes things do get stuck as it's just an alpha. So this is the Dewey Hills server, and despite all of their pollution which has killed off their farm, they're doing quite well in terms of construction. Technologically they're far further advanced than we are on the Eco Nation homebrew server, but that might have come at a cost of the environment. There are still some trees around. The trees regrow, but these ones are big trees and I don't think they've been cut down ever, which is a good sign. I'll pass back over the farm. Look at this. Oh dear. Dead animals everywhere. I think that must have been a mine or quarry, but the when you quarry stone, that in itself I don't think pollution creates any pollution. I certainly haven't seen any proof of that in the game. Whereas if you're quarrying from a mine building, that may produce pollution. I'm not sure, but refineries certainly do, as do factories, as you can see by everything that's dead around here. Oh my goodness me. Sorry, I'll stop for exaggerating the death of everything. It's just really funny to see deer and their antlers on the horizon, though rather sad. And with that, I think I'll leave that server here. I'll probably be back to visit in the future and see how they get on. I think there will have to be a server restart. I'm a member of this community and it's whitelisted, so it's not just anyone can join the server, but lots of people joined the whitelist late on, so it's difficult to know who's dedicated to being part of the community and who just wants to play around with the game and not really care about anything else. But yeah, we'll leave that server there. Thanks for watching.